Thank you, Cliff. Next, I'd actually really like to invite Francisca, who's in my, she's one away from the lady who introduced me, Christine. And I'm very grateful, actually, to Christine, who invited me to look at this, and immensely grateful also to Francisca, because, as they say, there's an enormous amount of support in this company, and Francisca is one of these wonderful beings who has been there and is showing me the way and is always a light and showing me that actually it's easy and actually it's just about being yourself and sharing. So, Francisca, thank you.
It was 2 years ago that we had our first little Life Force meeting here in Wanaka, and I led the meeting. And Christine had invited me in, and Sarah was there, and Therese was there, and that was when Life Force Wanaka was started. And it's a great joy for me to come back 2 years later and see so many people. So Life Force mission statement is empowering human potential. I was one of those who was very skeptical and yet kind of also open, but really not knowing what I was getting into in regards to the business opportunity. And for me, I felt that the one thing I could always stand for is empowering human potential. That is something that I feel, if we can be here and really live up to the greatest that we can be, then we can really inspire other people to let their light shine. So that's a real passion of mine. So I started on this journey, and luckily I was supported by some wonderful mentors, and I have learned so much. And for me, the choice was, so I have 4 children. They're all now kind of teenage and grown up, so they're 16, 17, 20, and 22. And for me, a big part was wanting to be home for my children. We bought a big piece of land, 13 acres, and we have horses and llamas, and I'm from Germany, as you might have heard, and so coming to this country and really living, that was part of my dream. And I believe that we do everything we do because of the way it makes us feel. For me, I came to New Zealand because of the way it makes me feel. And I love the freedom we have here. And we bought the piece of land because of the way we feel living there. And I love spending time with my children because of the way it makes me feel. So the money is, it's not the money, but it is what money can give me in terms of time freedom, in terms of who I can be so I can inspire other people, that I can be there for my children. That as my children get older now and they will fly into the world and end up in Europe and Australia and wherever they go, and I will be able to go wherever they go. In fact, I will be able to not take myself there, but to take my business there. And I'll be able to inspire other people wherever I am. So it's a wonderful thing for myself. And really the choice was for me, I love teaching, I love sharing what I know with others, and to me it's not just a one-way street, but it's an exchange. And so for me teaching is learning. Unless I'm learning, I'm not teaching, and the whole thing is a circular process. So I studied to be a Steiner teacher in Germany. For some of you, you might be familiar with the Steiner model. And it's not accepted here. Everybody needs to have a state education to be a teacher. So even when you teach in a Steiner school. So that wasn't available to me. I would have to go back to university to then go into a school and then, work there 9 to 5 and every day of the week and have a whole classroom that becomes my family and a whole, parent community. And really, at that point in time, I knew it wasn't going to be possible for me to keep up what I was living as my dream with my property, with the animals, with the children, and do that. So for me, this fitted in perfectly. And as much as I was hesitant, and I was just willing to learn. And I did, and I read lots of books, and I educated myself, and I have, just like Krista, found out that this is the most supportive and beautiful model that I can be involved in, and I will be forever grateful for the person who introduced me to Life Force. Thank you.